It looks like impeachment is backfiring badly on the Democrat Party as President Trump has just reached his highest approval rating yet. Meanwhile, more awful news for Democrats running in 2020, especially Joe Biden, amid this chaos in the Iowa Democratic caucuses. Suspiciously, the results coming out of Iowa have been delayed into the next day, though things are looking very bad for Joe Biden according to the numbers so far. Pete Buttigieg, meanwhile, claimed victory somehow before results had been released. As of the time I started recording this video, it's still unclear whether Buttigieg or Bernie Sanders will be the official winner. It looks like Joe Biden is doing very badly, so it seems very convenient for Biden's crumbling campaign that the results are being called into question over this malfunction, this so-called error in this Shadow app. 3 different sources say a firm called Shadow developed the Iowa Democrat caucus application. They haven't responded to comment, neither has the Iowa Democrat Party. The firm was paid by both Nevada and Iowa Democrat Party, disclosures show, also by Mayor Pete's campaign. People are questioning why Pete Buttigieg declared victory in the Iowa caucuses while 0% of the vote was in, bringing up other things like Buttigieg's ties to big tech. And they're reporting today that this application that was blamed for the botched Iowa caucus was also created by former members of Hillary Clinton's campaign. Again, according to the results they have seen, Joe Biden did very bad in Iowa. Isn't it a convenient coincidence for him that media coverage of his terrible results will be sidelined by this suspicious delay? President Trump, in a tweet this morning, said, quote, "The Democrat caucus is an unmitigated disaster. Nothing works, just like they ran the country. Remember the $5 billion Obamacare website that should have cost 2% of that. The only person that can claim a very big victory in Iowa last night is Trump." The president also joked on Twitter this morning saying, quote, "When will the Democrats start blaming Russia, Russia, Russia instead of their own incompetence for the voting disaster that just happened in the great state of Iowa?" Again, very interesting as Joe Biden's campaign is crumbling and the Democrats are in chaos. President Trump, meanwhile, is seeing his highest approval ratings yet, looking like another failure for Democrats as President Trump's approval ratings have actually gone up during impeachment. President Trump's gains came from higher ratings among Republicans and independents, with approval ratings among Republicans up 6% to 94% and up 5% among independents to 42%. So there's still a lot of questions over what exactly happened last night with these Iowa results. One Republican congressman seems to suggest that Democrats could be delaying the results on purpose because of Joe Biden's failure in Iowa, saying that if Biden had won in Iowa, they probably would have released the results. So the Iowa Democrat Party is blaming the caucus chaos on this app coding issue. Iowa Democrat Party blaming delayed results in Monday's evening caucus contest on a coding issue found in the app used to record and report votes. While the app was recording data accurately, it was reporting out only partial data. We have determined that this was due to a coding issue in the reporting system, party officials said in a Tuesday morning statement. Shadow, a Democrat-affiliated technology company, developed the app that officials had hoped would deliver swifter caucus results. The outfit is run by Gerard Nimera, who served as the director of product for Hillary Clinton's failed 2016 presidential campaign. Additionally, former Clinton campaign manager Robbie Mook was part of the project, Defending Digital Democracy, an initiative aimed at protecting elections from cyber attack that tested the app ahead of the botched caucus. In its statement, the Iowa Democrat Party said last night's results will be reported as soon as possible today, but would not give a firm time. Now, the former Clinton campaign manager has tried denying his involvement in the Iowa caucus disaster. Looks like a panicked response filled with typos from Robbie Mook saying, "Sorry folks, I did not have anything to do with building the Iowa caucus app. I don't know anything about it. I had no role in it and don't own a company that makes mobile appa. Please contact Iowa Democrats with questions about it." However, his denial contradicted reports he and Matt Rhodes, Mitt Romney's 2012 campaign manager, worked together on a project aimed at protecting voting from cyber attack, Defending Digital Democracy, that tested the app. On January 31st, the New York Times reported that in November, Iowa's Democrat and Republican parties teamed up with the Defending Digital Democracy project at Harvard to run a drill of worst-case scenarios. The event, led by Robbie Mook, the campaign manager for Hillary Clinton in 2016, and Eric Rosenbach, a former chief of staff at the Pentagon, featured a fire drill of sorts designed by future Defense Department officers. Quote, "We ran them through the ringer and pushed them really hard," Mr. Mook said. "Some were much better at managing technical issues, and some were better managing information operations and disinformation, misinformation, and communicating with the public." So I think they really learned from each other, and they created some best practices for each other. This article goes on to add that according to reports Monday night, the app failed not due to hacking, but confusion over how to log into it. Also, a very interesting statement coming from the acting Department of Homeland Security Secretary Chad Wolf, who says that the agency offered to test Democrats' Iowa caucus app, but Democrats declined. He said that the Department of Homeland Security's Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency offered to test the app used to tally votes for the Iowa caucus. So others are now asking, why would the Democrats decline this offer? More info on Shadow Incorporated, the company which initially built the app to simplify and streamline the process of reporting results in Iowa counties, also counts the Nevada Democratic Party as a client, the next state that will hold a caucus. The IDP paid Shadow Incorporated more than $60,000 for website development relating to the app, according to state campaign finance records. Last year, a company called Acronym said in a press release that it was launching Shadow to harness, integrate, and manage data across platforms and technologies. Amid the fallout from the caucus chaos, however, a spokesman for Acronym tried to distance the company from Shadow Incorporated, merely saying that they invested in the tech firm. Quote, "Acronym is a non-profit organization and not a technology company," a spokesman said in a statement, adding, "As such, we have not provided any technology to the Iowa Democrat Party, presidential campaigns, or the Democratic National Committee." He went on to say that Acronym invests in numerous for-profit companies. Quote, one of those independent for-profit companies is Shadow Incorporated, which also has other private investors. So this is very suspicious, these delayed results coming from Iowa. Based on the results we do have so far, things are not looking good for Joe Biden. Please leave a comment and tell me what you think. If you could give this video a thumbs up, click the like button, that's greatly appreciated, and make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Also, down in the video description are links to my Patreon or PayPal accounts where you can support this channel directly, patreon.com/realityreader or paypal.me/realityreader. Even a few dollars makes a huge difference. Helps me keep talking about these issues. Thanks again to everybody that has been sharing these videos and sharing the channel to help get the info out there. I'll follow up soon. Thanks again.